I thought I'd use this old camera to make a film. I'm filming in my main study. It is 6:32 in the evening here in West Michigan. It is November the 21st. It is November the 21st, Tuesday. It is 71 degrees inside the Hermit Hut. And yeah, I made a video yesterday. It was last night, Monday Reads. And I'm still reading New Testament Theology by Eckhard J. Schiebel. Still reading this. I just feel like reading it. But I was thinking about something. Somebody commented on that video about my diaries, and they asked me how long I've been writing in my paper diaries. And today I ended on page 1028. And I told them the story I have repeated over the years in these videos, that I started writing when I was in high school in 1968. And when I left California to go to Reformed Bible College, which is now Kuiper College, I burned my diaries from 68 until 1977. So all I have as far as diaries is from 1978 until today. And I've been writing every day. I don't miss a day. As I mentioned over the years in these videos, I'm a creature of habit. I like routine. I like doing this. I do things in repetition. There's not much variation in my day-to-day life. I read, I write, I read, I write. Of course, I'm married. I'm now 71 years old. I'm not in the work world. I don't go outside the house much except thrift stores. Well, in the morning I did go to the grocery store with my wife to help her in grocery shopping. I did help her yesterday. But usually I stay home and I read and I write, and I like to daydream. I like to just live a contemplative life. But one thing, so I was mentioning in that video, in that comment, that she asked me about how long I've been keeping my diary writing, and I mentioned those years. But I mentioned that one thing, that when I was a young man, I was influenced by Jack Kerouac. And as you know, I have a poster over on that wall that my daughter gave me many, many, many years ago of Jack Kerouac when he was young. But what influenced me as writing was the beats. As you all know, I've mentioned that Jack Kerouac kept a journal. Allen Ginsberg kept journals which have been published, and I've shown those in videos. Allen Ginsberg's journals. I just showed you just recently his South American journals, and he was always writing, and his journals were diaries, and Kerouac wrote letters, and he kept journals, and he was always writing, and also as I've gotten over the years, I've got into biographies, and I read a lot of biographies on writers. Like right now I'm reading the letters of Gustave Flaubert, his letters, a biography. And in his letters he talks about being a writer, and so yeah, I've always been fascinated with writers and writing, but I realized, as I've said countless times in videos, that I was never really took seriously about being a professional writer. Now I've looked into it and thought about it, but then since I've read so much about writers, and also I realized many years ago my limitations as far as my learning abilities. I'm not really smart. I don't have the ability to write prose. I don't know the structure of the English language. I don't know what makes a sentence. I don't know what an adjective is. I don't know what a noun is. I don't know how to construct paragraphs. I just don't know how to write. As you would see like somebody like Saul Billow or John Updike or any educated person, I can't write a clear. Now when I do write in my online diaries, it's just by, I have a certain kind of way I express myself, my own kind of writing rhythm, my own inner voice, what I hear, and what I try to transcribe onto a piece of paper. But one of the things that influenced me many, many years ago was something that Jack Kerouac wrote that's found in a book called Good Blonde and Others, which are in these uncollected writings of Jack Kerouac, portrays himself in his life. But he has this one thing, and I've posted this in my online diary, Crooked Fingers, and it's called Belief and Technique for Modern Prose. And this is written by Jack Kerouac. And this is kind of like how I follow in my videos, in my online diary, in my own personal paper diary. These are my belief and technique for modern prose. List of essentials. Scribble secret notebooks and wild typewritten pages for your own joy. 2. Submissive to everything, open, listening. 3. Try never to get drunk outside your own house. 4. Be in love with your life. 5. Something that you feel will find its own form. 6. Be crazy, dumbsaint of the mind. 7. Blow as deep as you want to blow. 8. Write what you want, bottomless, from bottom of the mind. 9. The unspeakable visions of the individual. 10. No time for poetry, but exactly what is. 11. Visionary tics, shivering in the chest. 12. Entranced fixation, dreaming upon object before you. 13. Remove literary, grammatical, and syntactical inhibition. 14. Like Proust, be an old teahead of time. 15. Telling the true story of the world, an interior monologue. 16. The jewel center of interest is the eye within the eye. 17. Write and recollection and amazement for yourself. Work from pithy middle eye out, swimming in language sea. 19. Accept lost forever. 20. Believe in the holy contour of life. 21. Struggle to sketch the flow that already exists intact in mind. 22. Don't think of words when you stop, but see, picture better. 23. Keep track of every day that date emblazon in your morning. 24. No fear or shame in the dignity of your experience, language, and knowledge. 25. Write for the world to read and see your exact picture of it. 26. Book movie in the movie in words, the visual American form. 27. In praise of character and the bleak and human loneliness. 28. Composing wild, undisciplined, pure, coming in from under, crazier the better. 29. You're a genius all the time. 30. Write director of earthly movies, sponsored and angeled in heaven. So that's how I kind of started writing my paper diary, how I do it in my online diary, Crooked Fingers, and what I do in these videos. He says, 6, be crazy, dumbsaint of the mind. 7, blow as deep as you want to blow. 30, writer, director of earthly movies, sponsored and angeled in heaven. 20, believe in the holy contour of life. 22, don't think of words when you stop, but see picture better. Struggle, 21, struggle to sketch the flow that already exists intact in mind, and things like that. He also has in here other things that I like, essentials of spontaneous prose that I would read, but I don't know if this camera will keep going, keep running. So I thought I would just go in here and just share this. Check out Jack Kerouac, Good Blonde on Others, if you want to start a video YouTube channel or start an online diary in live journal, or if you want to just write in a paper journal. Let this, as I said, be in love with your life. 4. 9, the unspeakable visions of the individual. And also, it's good to write because, hey, you find out a lot about yourself, a lot about the world, and maybe you become enlightened. So anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you, and I'm going to close. This is Tuesday, November the 21st, 2023. Tomorrow is a Wednesday, and until next time, bye.